these players today, Black Lives Matter and other sorts of groups, are pathetic. There's no nice way to say it. They just sadden you. They don't inspire you. They sadden you. You see all the damage done over the last 60 years by focusing on our victimization and so forth. Well, rather than say, oh my goodness, we in fact, it is over. Our oppression is over with. We really are free people. We scream to high heavens that steel is crazy, that it's laughable. Can't you see racism everywhere? White supremacy is just infused into literally the air of America, so that black people are, well, what is this longing for an identity, a black identity grounded in victimization, is a longing for an excuse to not accept the challenge of freedom. It is a way to escape that challenge. Now, who says that's because of racism? Maybe it's because you haven't yet developed the value system to the ideas with which to thrive in freedom. Maybe you don't know what to do with the opportunities that surround you. It's understandable. You were oppressed. And people have not pointed out to you the challenge of freedom. And what do people do with freedom when they don't know how to handle it? They reinvent their oppression, even as it has faded away. They make it up in their mind all over again. Racism is around every corner. There is systemic racism. There's structural racism. There are microaggressions, and there's white privilege, and all of this. This is designed again is the shock of freedom, and not knowing. I mean, you look at today's black leadership; they have no clue of how to move ahead. All they can think to do is ask for more from the government. Well, we've asked for the government has given us almost everything. Nowhere in history has the government paid off its people more than America has in the last 60 years. And yet we are, by most socioeconomic measures, farther behind white America than we were in the 50s, when we had none of these social programs and so forth. So it is, freedom it comes with a judgmentalism. It judges you. If you don't know how to thrive in freedom, it means that you are at fault. It is the heart of the shock of freedom. Because freedom now is saying you can't use oppression as an excuse anymore. If you're not doing well, it's not because of oppression. For goodness sakes, we've got affirmative action. We've got everything to help you. If you're not doing well now, it's on you. And so one of my points about the protest, the NFL protests, and the same with Black Lives Matter, is that there's this sort of hysterical protesting that when they can't even articulate what they're protesting against. Well, if racism is so virulent, it ought to be obvious. When I was a kid, it was obvious. No one denied it. It was visible to everybody every day. And that was the beginning and the end of it. Today, where is it? Where are you being stopped? Well, I want to rise. I want to be a politician. I want to be the president. Okay. You want to be the CEO of such and such a corporation. Okay. You can do anything you want. The reality and the problem with that occupies Black America today is the fact that we are at last a free people.